Hello, my wonderful Geminis. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so we have the gift card and community. Some of you could be connecting with someone who's in the public eye, or they are somehow important to their, community here. I also see you like physically receiving a gift from this person, or there's like a really kind gesture where they're showing you that they're invested, or and this could also be something that's very, very unexpected. The other message that I'm getting here, Gemini, I understand that this is a love reading, but some of you are going through a situation where you have been handling it on your own for quite some time, but you're receiving assistance now, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be from a lover, but it's like it could be, assistance from like a family member or maybe a friend here even. So let's see what's going on here. We have the Emperor. Yeah, someone definitely could be in the public eye, or they are in a position of power or authority. Three of Swords. There's hidden pain. That's what I'm seeing here with the Emperor and the Three of Swords that wanted to pop out. We have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Sun card. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Well, it's very visible to someone that you are choosing yourself, or you're in this very independent energy, right? And the Sun card is, this is what's being illuminated to them. But with the Emperor and the Three of Swords, I feel like there's some sort of hidden pain, or someone is feeling very torn about a situation, but they're not showing you this. This could even be an individual that's like very difficult to read, or they have a hard time showing their emotions. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. The Moon card. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. It seems to me that this person is like, they feel like there's some sort of mystery surrounding you, or they're viewing you to be in a very like discreet energy. Like you're not really communicating much, or maybe you are in like hermit mode and you're keeping to yourself. But they could also just be viewing the situation as, okay, there's a lot in the unknown. There could be suppressed emotions here that they want to express to you. But they're viewing you in a very, I don't want to say like a hidden energy, but there's a lot of confusion here. There's a lot of illusions. There's a lot that they're trying to figure out on their own, but they feel like they're unable to. And this person does sense that you're thinking about them, but they don't feel like you're wanting to express how you're feeling or what you're thinking. So definitely a week where they feel like you're keeping to yourself, or you're a bit withdrawn. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Strength card in the challenge position. A desire for something to feel more stable or tangible. Like they may feel like they're stuck in visions of the both of you together, or this is someone who desires, a stable connection, but maybe they feel like they haven't really been taking action or acting on their feelings towards you. And what's interesting is, not only are these two cards coming up in the challenge position, the Strength card is usually someone who feels very deeply towards you, but they're refraining from communicating that to you. So they're trying to almost like fight these emotions, or fight the urge to reach out to you or express how they truly feel. Whether it's someone who quite literally faces difficulty with articulating their emotions, or it's someone who's intentionally like just choosing not to open up here in the current moment. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. And the Ace of Pentacles coming up in the challenge position could also be someone who's viewing this situation as like a missed opportunity. Like when I had the chance to, pursue things with Gemini, or when I had the chance to act on my emotions, I didn't, do that. And this is someone who's thinking about you, but it could also be someone who was emotionally unavailable in the past, especially with the Strength card and the Moon, almost like, they're acknowledging how they feel about you in the now, but in the past, they were unable to give to this situation. How are you viewing them? The Five of Swords. You're feeling really conflicted. Five of Swords could be when you're going back and forth in your mind about this person or this situation, and you're trying to make sense of what has occurred here. That card could also touch on like holding on to a disagreement or some sort of communication that you feel disrespected by. But I think that there's a lot of uncertainty when you're thinking about this person this week. And there's also a level of frustration, really, is what I'm sensing. So you're not feeling sure about this person or the situation. There could be, and again, there's something here that you're still upset by or frustrated by. Okay, so in your feelings, we have the Six of Swords, followed by the Seven of Swords. Some of you are very suspicious of this person's behavior, or there's something here that they've done where you genuinely do not trust them. You are viewing them as very, sneaky or doing something behind your back. And Six of Swords could be when you're moving away from that. And what's interesting is the Six of Swords is usually like more of like a mental energy, right? So like you're trying to attain a peace of mind or let go of something. And for many of you, it's like letting go of some form of dishonesty that you've been thinking about time and time again, trying to make peace with it or accept it for what it is. But what I see is you definitely don't trust this situation here. Okay. The Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords in your feelings could also be you moving away from a situation in silence. Like you're not giving anyone an explanation. You're not, it almost seems to me that you feel like you need to move away or distance yourself from this connection, but you feel like you don't need to express why, whether it's because you feel this person should already know why, or you are just choosing to move in silence here. Because that could quite literally be an energy of just not wanting to state your next move or publicize your next move. We have the Devil. Some of you could be dealing with the Capricorn and the Wheel of Fortune, a very tough period coming to an end, a cycle closing out that felt like it was, kind of going on forever, if you will. The Wheel of Fortune is also associated with the fixed energy, right? So that lets me know that you feel like there was something in this connection that was just not changing, like a pattern with the Devil card, right? That could be someone's bad habits. That could be just a pattern between the both of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be on one end. It could be that you feel there was constant arguments or bickering, and that's something that you became very tired of. And with the Wheel of Fortune, that is a positive change, but it's usually a positive change after you make a firm decision, because that card also indicates being at a crossroad, right? So maybe you feel like you were tolerating or dealing with something for quite some time, and now you're like, I can no longer continue to tolerate this. This is not something that I'm okay with. And so I'm moving away from it. So there's a shift that's happening within you, and it's creating a shift in this, dynamic or relationship here. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a fixed sign, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus. But as you're moving forward, I think that there's something here that's causing you to backtrack. And there's a level of suspicion that you feel when it comes to this connection as well. Like the Devil and the Seven of Swords, guys, could be a tricky energy to deal with, because it's like when you're thinking about some form of dishonesty and it's very difficult for you to let it go, because it's almost like to the point where you can't believe that something was said or done to you. For others of you, because the Devil could also touch on like something that appears to be true, but it's not. So maybe you're thinking something in your mind, but you're wanting clarity on it. You're like, I have a gut feeling about this, but I'm not quite sure if it's true. That's for some of you. But the Wheel of Fortune, it is symbolic for a positive change or something progressing after a period of stagnation. So we have the Four of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Pentacles clarifying the Strength card. A very withdrawn energy is what I'm sensing here, Gemini. Like someone who's holding on to your energy, but they're also holding back, especially with the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card. There could have been a truth revealed in terms of what this person is investing their time and energy into, whether it's they were receiving attention from multiple sources or they were trying to maintain two situations at once, and that could be something that you're aware of. In the now, they're wondering if you're actually, invested. And Six of Pentacles could also be a card of like a kind gesture, and we do have the gift card. So for some of you, it's like they want to come forward or they want to make something up to you. But because it's coming up in this position with the Four of Pentacles, it could be that they're, they don't know the right thing to say, they don't know the right thing to do, or they feel like they are going to remain held back, even if it's in the just, for the current moment, waiting for something to settle, waiting for the right time. And they feel like it's not easy to move on or let go here. But they're also having a very difficult time being vulnerable or opening up to you emotionally, especially with the Strength card. Okay, so in their feelings, we have the Three of Swords, okay, followed by the Hermit. Yeah, so someone who's very withdrawn. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but the Three of Swords is also someone who's very, very hurt and torn about the situation here. And I will say, Gemini, like this is someone who wants to have an honest conversation with you. I don't think that this is someone who's in the energy of, playing the blame game. I think they want to have an honest conversation with you to like resolve something or get to the bottom of, a level of hurt that they feel. Because with the Six of Swords and Seven of Swords in your feelings, I mean, if you are suspicious of this person, or maybe for some of you, there's something that you want to own up to, right? The Three of Swords and the Hermit is like, they are withdrawn, but they really, like, I'm intuitively picking up on someone who wants to have like a truthful conversation with you. There may be certain things that they're trying to figure out on their own, but it's only resulting in them feeling more confused. And I genuinely feel like it's someone who wants to hear from you. The Ten of Cups and the Hanged Man. They feel like, what could be a beautiful connection is at a pause or a standstill. They're also having a shift in perspective. So it could be someone who's trying to figure out a new approach here as well. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. But they feel like this connection is at a pause. Yes, because there's silence between the both of you, but they also feel like there is hurt that the both of you endured, but it's not being spoken about. There's a lack of communication. There's a lack of addressing the root of the issue or where these emotions are stemming from. So this person may feel like the both of you are thinking about each other, but you're also avoiding each other. And they're still viewing you as someone that makes them very happy. They're still viewing, or they're still reminded of the plans that they've made with you or the goals that the both of you are working towards with the Ten of Cups upright. But the Hanged Man lets me know that they feel like this is going to be at a standstill, or there's a pause here because there's a lack of addressing the issue. There's a lot of thinking going on, but there's also a lot of silence between the both of you that's impacting them. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords and the potential outcome, and we have the Queen of Swords. Two of Swords could indicate like being in a state of denial. So there could be something here this person's having a hard time accepting. But Queen of Swords is, this is, it could be an energy of completely cutting ties with someone or turning your back towards a situation because of the lack of clarity. So here's what I see, guys. If you, like, for example, if I read this as, someone coming in to, make something up to you, right? Or wanting to have a conversation here. With the Two of Swords, there's something that's not being expressed. Okay, so it could go in a way, or it could play out in a way where, the both of you are conversing and there's something that, they're thinking about or you're thinking about, and there's an energy that's not expressing it. The other way that I see this playing out is someone completely letting the situation go and moving forward because it feels like the right thing to do or it feels easier to do. So, like, if you're really upset or suspicious of this person, right? Or you have, or a truth has been revealed and you do no longer trust this individual, Queen of Swords could be, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm walking away. I don't even want to have a conversation. It could be a very clear cut energy. The Two of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Four of Wands. So I feel like this person is wanting your attention, and Four of Wands could be an energy of let's reconnect, let's speak, right? But what's interesting to me is the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Like, there is an energy that is not seeing something clearly and it's resulting in stagnation, or it is an energy that is holding on to like an illusion or negative emotions that's creating an energetic block. But if that energy is released, there is potential to reconnect here, right? And again, I can't tell you guys what to do, but I do see that here. And the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands. So this is going to be something that's a little bit complex to work towards. So this is someone who's acknowledging it's, not going to be a walk in the park. But in order for this to be successful, it may also require, getting rid of some sort of external influence as well. But I'm getting a strong energy of, yes, there's potential here, but there's an energy, right? Whether it's you, whether it's this person, right, guys? I'm not here to play the blame game. I'm just reading the energies. Someone that is holding on to an illusion, holding on to what the reality of the situation feels like in their mind. And until they let go of that and say, okay, I'm open to have a conversation, it's going to remain as like an energetic block. Like, there's an energy that's like, this is how things happened, and that's what I believe. And there's a lack of openness to hear another perspective. Okay, so let's see if I can get you guys a closing card. Okay, guys, so we have the card Shape Your Future. You are the creator of your future. Make choices that reflect your highest self. What I'm getting from this message, guys, is like, don't operate from a space of what you're feeling impulsively or in the current moment. Allow yourself to feel, but also allow those emotions to pass through you. Right? So it's like, if you're angry, if you're sad, if you're upset, don't make any important decisions while you feel that way. Maybe just wait till you get to a place of feeling like yourself again, or more emotionally balanced, whether that be a message for Gemini or Crosswatcher. Okay? So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.